What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So, first and foremost, before we get into anything today, like and subscribe, okay? Smash the like button. Make sure you hit the bell so you get notified when new vids drop. Today, well, I'm going to be honest, it's probably going to be tough. So we're going to a lake that's fed by two other lakes. They're currently working on the dam on that lake, so they're keeping it regulated. But as you can probably imagine, the lake is really, really muddy. So hopefully we'll be able to catch some fish. And I'm thinking, crankbait, jig. So we've had a warming trend. We're right at the very end of a warming trend. So tomorrow there's a giant front pushing through. And it's going to drop back down into the 40s for a couple days. So I'm really, really thinking that between, a Spro, a Little John, Strike King 1.5, and a spinnerbait, and maybe a jig or a shaky head, we ought to be able to at least catch a few fish. I've heard the water temps in the 55 range. I don't believe it. So we're going to check it. So if it's in that beginning to hit that 50-degree mark, I'll probably try a trap. So stay tuned. We'll see what happens. Alright guys, well, sorry for the voiceover, but for some reason the audio is just not all that great on the camera. So, started out throwing a rattle trap. As you can see, started out in a very nice transition. It goes from clay to rock. Threw the rattle trap for a little while. Actually halfway down this bank, never even caught anything. So, we just kind of switched over from throwing rattle trap. I really began to throw a spinnerbait. The water was muddy. The water was kind of moving a lot. So I continued fishing down these rocky banks, really just throwing a tandem Colorado blade spinnerbait. However, really no success. If I did have a couple of bites, they were small, but it's just kind of one of those things where you're tossing and fishing, and really just trying to catch some fish. Transitioned from the spinnerbait to a crankbait. Kind of the same thing. Not a whole lot going on with the crankbait. Fished it a lot. I was actually throwing a Spro, Little John, and a citrus shad color. The water was extremely muddy, so tried that for a while, but no luck. Still throwing the crankbait. Get to a point. It looks like a really good point, so I actually transition here and I pick up a shaky head. Begin to toss it kind of around this point. Throwing the shaky head on a eagle claw shaky head hook. This is a Zoom trick worm, black grape. Once again though, really no luck. So, make a move. Since the lake is really down, there's a nice little point that runs out here at this marina. And it's where they dredged it out. It's extremely shallow, so I'm throwing into really shallow water. It's got a lot of rocks. Once again, with the crankbait, really not a whole lot going on. Trying to make something work. I've actually done really well here in this colder weather, going swim bait and caught them on crankbait. So as you can see, man, we just continued to fish down through this edge. It's really shallow in the back. It's a really nice funnel for these fish, but once again, really not a whole lot going on. So we actually ended up moving once again. Once again, move over. As you can see, throwing a shaky head. I fished all the way past this dock that you can see. Found some clearer water, but still, once again, really no luck on a shaky head. I think at this point I've switched over to the Googan Baits Slim Shake. Same shaky head hook. And just fished it down this edge. So after fishing for a while with no bites, I noticed there's some striper out here, schooled up. And so I began to try to throw a jerk bait, catch some striper. They're actually a really big striper. This particular lake has a lot of them in it, some really big ones. However, I don't, for some reason this day, I can't even catch a striper. So it's kind of sad, but so I fished down through here for a little while, still trying to catch them. Man, they're busting all over the place. I mean, I can see them, but they will not hit jerk bait. So after trying to catch striper for a few minutes, I dropped the jig and spoon down and catch this little guy, little itty spot. I guess he was up underneath the balls of shad feeding, and so I dropped it down and he creamed the spoon. Why I got this right here, let me tell you a little mod that I do to my spoons. This is particularly a War Eagle spoon. I cut all the hardware off, and I go back with a VMC snap swivel, change out the split rings, and that's actually an owner hook that I've replaced it with. They're a lot sharper than the hooks that come on the jig and spoon. Continued really to drop it down for a little while, but no luck. Anyway, once again, thank y'all for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Looking forward to releasing a 2020 video from a previous tournament that I fished. So make sure you stay tuned to the channel. Hit like, subscribe, thumbs up. Once again, thank y'all for watching, and we'll see y'all on the Bass and Pasture.